Greetings, thanks for joining us. All right, usually I would upload these sooner, but it hasn't worked out that way. So here we are again. All right, Knights Templars of Aquarius, Council on Foreign Relations, and the Trilateral Commission. These are all think tanks, of course. Knights Templar. So kind of doing like what I do at the school, kind of just somebody's messing with the background. Yeah, just that's a ghost. They've left it alone, and I go live and start messing with it. Figures. All right, I'm not gonna mess with that. The Knights Templar are here, and they connect to their energies, just like I would do with the Mystery School. Just have to. Everything has been quiet until I start up. Okay, they gave it a break. They're beating each other up good. Where am I going with all this? When it connects to the energies of Knights Templar, Council for Foreign Relations. So if you want to become a target individual, you connect to these groups. The Knights Templar are definitely still around. Obviously, there's a spiritual connection to them. It's not all bad. There is a dark side, definitely. But there's also, I believe they're connected to the Jesuits, but there's a positive side to them also. Once again, there's never just a negative and all that. So, so it's just taking all of it and put it into one basket. Let's see. So Knights Templar is obviously connected to Switzerland, Germany. I feel Monaco. I imagine there are other places, Ireland. It probably goes on and on. Australia. Well, I've never heard of Australia. And how much? I guess the Templars they go by that title. I'm assuming. I don't know enough about them to. But either way, the Council of Foreign Relations is also the in club. When you're invited by them, that means you're important. Usually they're wearing ties and all that, whatever, and are looking pretty, all that nonsense. So it's like the public version of the elite, at least one version. So obviously, it's all think tanks, really, when it comes down to it. And Trilateral Commission, I can't even pronounce that. That one seems to be a lot of CIA energy connected to it. Obviously, Council on Relations have it, but the Trilateral, I need to work on my word pronunciations. Anyway, those guys are more, I feel CIA all around that. What a surprise. I imagine they're trying to do good for the world or just sucking the life out of it, whatever comes first. Whoever gets there first, right? So, we're diving into that realm. So this might be more conscious connections. Doesn't mean the world's going to change right away. Yeah, no, they're on their way. Fucking cats are not chasing each other. So background noise, if anybody needs any. So these two, they take their water dish and they toss it. They did that like 3 times so far. I'm finding water like 2 days later. That's not good. On the floor. So we're just what's going on here? Anyway, we're getting there. Oh, come on! Oh wait, okay. I thought I said something. Okay. So I was told I comment on private sessions. We have the scheduler here. Oh, jeez. It's like World War III all of a sudden. I'm on the 18th. Same situation here. We have the webinar, social network, behind the scenes, and the school. I didn't have any time to do any updates for that. Facebook was down today. I was going to put that in the title, but I don't care about Facebook. But now the whistleblower came out yesterday, apparently. I'm not sure about what. I didn't listen to it. But I didn't realize they were doing that, actually. I heard something about it, but I didn't. What a surprise. And then Facebook goes down. How convenient. There's a ghost here, if anybody's wondering. It's four-legged, though. And I can see it. Well, I can't see it right now. Just, I guess their 9 lives are going down to 1 life. Anyway, where else am I going with that? God, just my state, just getting my concentration. Where was it? Oh yeah, the Facebook thing. It feels like it was, it has its biggest fallout today, like its biggest crash, like 7 hours or something like that. I didn't even realize it was down until like tonight. So I think I saw something on, but I didn't think anything of it. I guess it was down for 7 hours. I don't think that was done on mistake. It was almost like a punishment. Now you can look at it any way you want. But there are some people who are not happy about, I believe, that whistleblower situation. But I could be wrong, but it feels like someone was pissed off about it. So enough to screw with it. I mean, that's a pretty big outage for a company like that. So I'm just going by what I pick up on. Knight's Templar Energies. Obviously, Switzerland, the bank. I believe they're pretty much part of the founding of the modern bank. There's this energy I get from it. Also, the founding of the modern farming, which that's all screwed up. Farming in the oceans and farming, on land. I feel like farming in the clouds, whatever that means. I guess that's the chemtrail stuff that's going on. So. Weather manipulation, yeah. So Templars are, I mean, it feels that Jesuits are connected to it, but it's still a Templar energy. Yeah, they're connected to the stars. Look at that background. Just I'm trying to take it down, basically. Just 1 second. Hey, stop it. Stop. There you go. Okay, we're back. Let's take a break from the background for now. All right, we're just going to do a 1 second. That's wrong. Okay, throw out a distraction. Okay, so I'm going to the Templars energies. I'm just going to connect to it. I'm trying to do this conscious thing. Is not working. I mean, they're just running around like they lost their minds. Great. But yeah, the Council on Foreign Relations, like you've made it. You're part of the whatever you're accepted by the hierarchy. And Trilateral is not really that clear, but it's got CIA written all over it, and any other feels like it's mostly CIA. Obviously, they all get to the Templar. Now, do the Templars, the Council on Foreign Relations, and Trilateral get together? No, I don't think they. I think they do their own thing. So a lot of these elites are separate. But But the triad or the Council on Foreign Relations, I feel like that's one of the bigger ones. It's the vibe I'm getting from it. You can subscribe to their YouTube channel and be bored out of your mind. Yeah, because I've done that, and I'm not getting anything out of it other than boredom. Background might come down. She's like, give up. The mission is to take that thing down. And they've been pretty good so far until right now. Okay, enough of that. Okay. Okay, we're going to the Knights Templar edit. I'm just going to pull it in and see how far I get. You guys, these two are just distraction me. Just too many distractions. Okay. All right. All right. Blessings would connect to the consciousness of all three of them. Of course, the triadical commission. I'm not the best on connecting that, but we'll do the best we can on that. Well, obviously, these three groups are part of running our timeline. So connecting to them, I know that the Council for Relations is one of the stronger ones, but it feels like the Knights Templar is quiet, but it's not heard of, seen of, but it does feel like it is probably the stronger of the three. But it is non-existent overall. They might put some stuff out there here and there, but I feel like they're the more confident of the three of them. Council for Relations has a big ego, arrogant, but weak when it comes down to it. It's a lot of flash. And the triadical is just a bunch of arrogant piles of shit. So pretty much, I mean, they probably all have nice teeth and everything, and everybody smells well. But other than that, it's just a sewer. Always has surviving. Obviously, there's probably a good side to it, but there's also a bad side, a darker side. It's just the enemy of the people is what I'm getting from them. What a surprise. Was that they say it nicely. It's like they're connected to the universities. All of them. And that's what they do, all their mind control, stuff like that. I guess somebody knew I was going to have an animated background. That sucker falls down, I'll be all that surprised. Don't. Ouch. Oh, well. It goes down, it goes down. Okay. Yes. All right. All right, blessings. There we go. Greetings. We are, yes, the Templar energies. Well, we feel that we are the ones responsible for your world's actions. Well, we define your reality. What you do, what you work, food, lifestyles. We're part of a lot of that. Not everything. Realize a lot of our roots come from Anunnaki. As you can say, it comes from Atlantean knowledge. But we have to change our ways. Yes, go silent. Seen every now and then, like through a Knights Templar book that might be published, but for the most part, we are unseen. Done on purpose, of course. Or we're not meant to be heard normally. So if we put any type of information out, it's done for a reason. but not to distract you, even not even to really inform you, really. It's just our energies to yours. Because many aren't going to fully understand what we're tapping into. Much of our energies, yes, are connected to Orion. Yes, I realize Aquarius energies are there. Much of it is in Orion. Well, because your Earth is on an Orion template of the everyday life, of his clothing, the job situation, the school. It's all a network. It's all a grid. And of course, you're here to heal that grid. But many humans have programmed themselves into it. It's like they've hypnotized themselves to allow it to occur. And of course, when you go against it or want nothing to do with it, obviously you're going to get burned here. The idea really for a human is it does connect to your spiritual awakening at a young age. So you just allow that side of you to come through. Of course, the parents are there to help you find your footing here, but overall, not to blind you for what you truly are. Allow yourself to be free. The reason that works is because you can also see darkness and heal that darkness. So, yeah, my child has a lot of darkness. We're here to cleanse it. And of course, if the parents have darkness, obviously they can weaponize their child and cause more mayhem. It's almost like creating a bullet or a missile for society. Almost like turning a person into cancer and causing other people to suffer. That's what a lot of the parents that are completely dark, is to take a soul, a young soul, and to weaponize against the world. And yes, you can counter it, shut it down. It's not the easiest. So it shows you who's running your earth. Yes, those that don't have any, humanity, they want a dark place. So they have their people here to continue it. Smoking, alcoholism. It's all been designed to keep the vibrations low, as you know. It's also a sign of who's running your show. You have parents under alcoholic, interference is there to dampen your eyes, the way you look at things. Yes, to turn your children against it, just to make your children a nightmare, cause difficulties on your planet. It truly cause a war on your earth. Yes, weaponizing humans. So, and yes, some of these parents are designed this way. Not all. Some are just tempted by brainwashing, but there are some that are here to truly, it's like soldiers, like generals, to truly collapse society. Yes, gang members are a good example of that. Your worst is the ones that they don't see. Yes, your everyday life where darkness is hidden. So you become more aware of yourselves over time. Well, you're here to unmask all of this. Not an easy unmasking now, is it? Yes, it does hurt when you really allow this to occur. Well, for the awakening side, because it's not spoken about. It's all about spirituality, your levels of spirituality. But it's not really talking about how weaponized the home is. Yes, how child abuse has occurred, where that shows you who's been taken over. There's child abuse, those that have been doing it, that shows you either been weaponized or they're already designed that way, meaning they're like agents. So obviously many are not going to believe this or go into their own little shelter. Well, because the truth absolutely hurts. They don't want to feel that they have flaws. At least your society feel like they have it all figured out, especially all the temptations that are everywhere, which are more than anything. So as the manipulation gets stronger, the darkness increases, as you can see. So, yes, a spell. The most powerful spell creators in your universe are here to embed the human into a thought pattern that they can't free themselves. And so far, it's been going pretty well. It's basically turning the family into a nightmare. And that's been going very, very well. When the family comes together, more enlightened energy is its power. It's not just a couple coming together, it is a whole family coming. It's like a council practically. And it just changes the frequencies of the earth. Obviously, the beings here don't want that. They want a challenge. They want you to not know yourselves. So, what's this? Greetings to you. The Council of Foreign Relations Consciousness. Yes, we are the elite of, the public persona of friendliness, but really, in truth, there is no friendliness at all. But as long as the agenda continues, all smiles everywhere. Well, at least on the surface. Of course, yes, they want your humans to be sick and ill on many different levels. Even yes, your creation of a lot of your fast food companies, yes, a justification of poisoning the soul. But also just daily meals, the food processing here, or just the food system has been designed to, yes, shut down the human, carnivore energies, and so on. Well, it's basically to, yes, disconnect you from your soul, or your soul. The body and the soul have difficulties connecting. So as you basically purify more of your energies, as many of you are doing, yes, you will no longer have to have a meal ever again, when the time is right, of course. So your global elite, yes, try to put on the biggest smile you've ever seen. Yes, the most expensive everything to charm humanity into the wrong direction. To justify the way that why the world is going in this direction, even if it makes no sense. It's kind of like having a limousine driver driving you into a fire, but it's justifying all of it. It's just preparing you for it. Yes, putting fear around you at the same time. So you're going to a disconnect. Basically, as your starseed energies become stronger, you disconnect from these timelines. And all of these roundtable groups created timelines here to poison the Earth's energy. Well, so many different levels, as you know. So, yes, many are connected to the love and light frequency levels, which is fine. But they're kind of not mentioning who's truly, yes, turning your Earth into what it is today. These groups are, yes, timeline creators. They're here in the physical. Yes, they have a lot of power. That's why they're always happy. I mean, it's genuine happiness. Yes, it can be genuine evil also. Obviously, they're not going to show that because they put on this charm to continue the dark timelines. Yes, it might be a timeline that makes no sense, but to them, they conquered the world. So, yes, it's like Halloween, but it's every day because they're in disguise. So you're here to unravel. Yes, those that are in Council for Relations, yes, you shift the energies, you might see a bunch of reptilians there. There'll be some good ones, but mostly not so good. Weaponizing your Earth's energy, of course. There's a lot of Antarctica energies being used here too, meaning that there's an agendas made there. And the councils like light the ideas on fire. So you come up with the agenda, but then to put that agenda out in the public, even saying it, writing it down, is a spell. And it just goes through your Earth's energy. And especially when it comes to a world war, those that sign up, want these wars, they get a high off of just coming up with the idea and implementing is even more of a high, without going into details on that. Well, yes, it's like a sexual experience. Maybe not of the most positive reasons, of course not. So yes, your elites to get off on all of this, as you can tell. They can't get off the high. So you're here to shift energy fields, but where are you looking? Yes, you might be looking at the higher dimensions, and that's fine, but are you looking for where the problem is? Because the problem is living just fine, at least for now, until you point your direction towards them, these groups, and see how complicated they truly are. Because they try to get spiritual people to turn against everyone, to go by the agenda, to just, yes, connect to higher dimensions, but not look at them. They want you to look somewhere else. Obviously, they're not mentioned very often in spiritual groups. Of course not. They don't want that attention. And even just the thought of them usually doesn't come to mind. With them being brought up at this time shows that they're weakening. Greetings. Yes, we are the trilateral, can't pronounce it, council. Greetings to you. Yes, yes, a selfish group. Yes. Not the care of human needs. To truly have the agenda, to create the agenda and not care of the repercussions of all of it. Is basically for the higher way to achieve what they're here to achieve. Yes, through CIA, through any of these groups, whoever can make it happen. So we have a list of demands how we want the world to go. Who can do this? And usually it is CIA is involved, but there's other groups. Because if you're a group of power and you can make an agenda occur that the elite want, guess who now has all the funding they want? Guess who can create car companies and manipulate the public? To put on, yes, a shiny face of success, but not realizing there's a puppetry going on. So, yes, they use technology as a diversion from yourselves. Now, yes, you do need technology, but it's also kind of, for some, getting their attentions. Like they go into technology, it's like a little toy. Or some use it as a tool, but a lot of them use it as a toy. Social media, there is positive sides to, but yes, there's a negative side. Basically, to turn people into narcissists. I believe Instagram is very successful at that. It's literally there to engineer somebody. I believe some of you are aware of that. Instagram is this to take the narcissist and take it to the next level. Yes, you can do other things, but if you're not a narcissist, you can't. Good luck on being popular there. It become more clear over time, and you'd be surprised how many layers of narcissism there's out there. It might catch some on surprise. If you have no agenda, good luck on making it on Instagram. But if you have an agenda, it's a whole different story. Your Facebook is, yes, to lower the chakra systems to hijack the soul, to truly turn you into something totally different. Usually depressed is what they want. There's a lot of AI technologies there to control the mind. It's basically these social networks, obviously you know this, but they're there to shift the timelines. The news organizations are there to do it, but also the social networks are strongly set up to do that. But they're also paid well, as you can see, through astral, and then becomes into physical funds eventually, because they're rewarded. They're rewarded on manipulating your reality. That's why some of you find no success in the world. You're not being rewarded for continuing the timeline of manipulation. There is a wizardry energy, but not a lot of the the physical elites fully understand the magic that's going on. They focus on money and success, but they're not always aware of the spell that's happening. They just enjoy the ride the best of their ability. So yes, where you want to see us, where your mind to go. Yes, these groups do not want you to connect to them, but of course you can do so. Yes, you might feel like a moat energy, maybe like a castle energy, but also just it might smell because the stench of some of these groups is quite heavy. Well, it's the agenda. So you can connect to some of these groups like on an intuitive level, and all of a sudden you smell garbage. Don't be surprised. You might smell perfume, but all of a sudden garbage shows up because that is what they're trying to do to humanity. Throw it away. Have humanity lose confidence in itself, to steer it away from itself to self-destroy, to internally combust. That's their mission here. That's why they go after children, obviously. Those that can survive without being abducted. Yeah, it's just to weaponize humanity, as you are already aware of. It's at a level that can't be always understood in your physical realm. I believe some of you have some understanding of it. Yes, you take your kid to school and you're here to weaponize them to do sometimes harm onto each other. Now, that's not always the case with all situations in schooling, but there's a lot of it there. Yes, it's like creating the atomic bomb. It's not seen that way. Well, of course, there's a lot of naivety going on in your planet, as you can see. But you see the corruption in your government, and yet that is somehow running your school systems in some form or another, even if it is a local government. Where is the poison? The poison comes down river. It's still there. It might not be as obvious, but it's there. And you're here to heal it.